Hello, hello, hello. OMG. Welcome back to my channel. So excited you are here. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I appreciate you. It's Jody Dunn. And I'm coming at you with a very messy kitchen. It is looking like a disaster in here. So this week, I'm going to be getting this kitchen cleaned up, and I want to do a little bit of decorating in here. Although the counters look absolutely disastrous, a big bulk of my issue is I had this huge stack of paperwork that I had not gone through. It's funny, I get into these habits where I will go through my paperwork right away. I never have an accumulation of it. Then I have times where I'm working on other things and I just let them pile up, and it really makes everything look cluttered. The girls and I had went to Target a few weeks ago. I had some things setting on the counter from Target that I wanted to incorporate in the home somewhere. Dishes that needed to be cleaned and put away. Just the normal everyday things. And part of this huge paperwork pile that I'm going through was things from a basement declutter that I did like well over a month ago. And I was going through an old box of stuff and I found old things from when Grayson was young from school. I found so many pictures that, of course, I brought up. I wanted to show everybody, and they've just been sitting on my kitchen counter. So I'm taking care of them now. I'm going to file away all the important papers that need to be filed away. And if you are new and it's your first time seeing one of my videos, I am so happy that you are here. Would you please say hello to me and let me know that you are new right down in the comment section? I would love to welcome you to the channel. And if you are already subscribed, thank you so much for coming back to another video. And now I'm in the basement. I have my girls' memory boxes, and I also have a memory box for my husband and I. So I'm going to file away the things that I had found in here that were just in a random box and put them where they need to go. And just in case you are new here, I am a mom to 3 girls. Grayson is my oldest daughter. She is 25. She lives on her own. She's married with 2 awesome kids. My grandbabies, I'm a grandma and I love them so, so much. And then my middle daughter is Viviana. She's 14. And my youngest is Donna Jean. She is 12. So I have memory boxes for all of them, for any things that I think they may want later in life. I really just need to give Grayson her memory box since she is out of the house, and she can go through it and decide what she wants to keep. I'm also going to be sharing a dinner idea in this video, and we're going to take a quick run to the thrift store. I wanted to see if I could find anything that I wanted to put in my kitchen for decor. I am approaching 18 months since I've started this channel, and I am still so blown away at how much my house has changed in a year and a half. If you are looking for any decluttering motivation, definitely check out the playlist linked in the description box. My house was completely filled with clutter. It took me almost a year to get most of it decluttered. I still have decluttering to do. I don't think decluttering is ever ending. But if you've been with me the whole time, you know I have teetered back and forth with this kitchen on what to do with my kitchen cabinets. And I go through phases where I want to change it. And then I go through phases where I'm like, nope, I'm just going to leave it as it is. And right now I decided I wasn't going to do anything to the kitchen cupboards. And right now I'm in one of those phases. I want to lighten it up. The kitchen is in the back of the house, so the sun does not brightly shine through. We do get sunlight from the windows in here, but because my cabinets are so dark, it just really darkens up the kitchen space. So I'll share with you what I'm thinking in a second. I had that little fruit container holder. I've had it for years, and I wasn't actually planning on changing it, but when the girls and I went to Target, I found this awesome bowl. It's from the Hearth and Hand line, and I wasn't sure what I was going to do with it in my house when I bought it. I just knew I wanted it, and so I think I'm going to switch out my fruit bowl. And on any given week, I probably have cookies on the counter, and my mom made us some 7-layer bars, which are Oh, they're my favorite. So anyways, I have a couple of packages of cookies and some 7-layer bars. And here's the bowl. Is it not gorgeous? I love it so much. When I saw it, I was like, oh, I want that. Again, wasn't sure where I was going to use it, but when I was cleaning off this counter, I was like, you know what? I'm going to use this as my fruit bowl. And I love this one so much better than the wire hanging one that I had in here. All right, I saw this over on Mandy in the Making. Hopefully you're already following her channel. She shares awesome recipes, and I thought I have got to try this. So I'm going to pop the recipe up on the screen, and I'll also link Mandy's video in the description box. So I halved the recipe. It calls for 2 pounds of ground beef. I just did 1 pound. I'm adding cumin, chili powder, chopped up onions, chopped up jalapenos, and salt into my burger mixture. And this is called a firecracker casserole. And I'm just going to tell you, it was delicious. My husband and I loved it. My girls, not so much because they're super picky eaters, but I knew my husband and I would love it. So basically, once you have all your ingredients combined, you're going to layer them into a pan. So I'm doing a layer of this meat mixture on the bottom of a pan. It calls for like I think a 9 by 13 pan, but again, I halved the recipe. And you can see my husband standing there wondering what I'm making. All right, then you're going to take a can of ranch-style beans, and you're going to put that over the meat mixture. I wish now that I would have made the full recipe, but because it was the first time ever making it, I was like, well, let me just do it half just to see if we like it. Next, I'm taking a can of Rotel and popping that right over my beans. And then I'm going to take a can of cream of mushroom soup and pop that over the Rotel. And then next, you're going to take some corn tortilla shells and break those up. Now, this was the one part where my husband said, I would take out the corn tortilla shells next if you make this again. I personally would not. I think the corn tortilla shells really made the recipe for me, but he loved it so much he wanted it kind of as like a dip. And so he said, take out the corn tortillas next time, which I probably won't. Over the corn tortillas, you're going to add some cheese. I'm just using sharp cheddar cheese because that's one of my favorites. And then I'm just going to do another layer. So again, we're doing the meat. Then we're going to top it with the ranch-style beans, the Rotel, the cream mushroom soup, and then the corn tortilla and the cheese. And with the actual jalapenos chopped up in the burger mix, I was a little worried that it was going to be too spicy for me. I like a little bit of spice, but not a ton. It was not too spicy for me. So you're going to put this in a preheated oven of 350 degrees and bake it for about 50 minutes. I think I pulled mine out after about 45 minutes. And the cheese was nice and toasty. I like mine like actually toasty. So you may want to bake it less, or if you make the full recipe, you know, just check your oven. Anyways, this is what it looked like. And again, it was delicious. My husband and I each had, well, he had 2 servings. I had a serving and a half, and then we had 1 piece left that we split for lunch the next day. And I do think this would be fantastic as a dip served with tortilla chips as well. It was really delicious. So thank you so much, Mandy, for sharing that recipe. All right, I'm running to the Goodwill to see if I can find any items. Look at this. They got a 50% off sale on Saturday, which I wouldn't be going on a Saturday. I have too many things going on Saturday, but that was interesting to me. Anyways, I'm in here just looking for some decor. I'm always looking for any artwork that I can find that maybe I love, or if I can find like frames that I can put other artwork in, because frames are so darn expensive. This seemed like a very nice frame, but it's very large and I couldn't think of any place that I would want it in my house. I also have a love of older clocks. I thought this one was kind of pretty. It was $4.99. This one reminds me of something that, I don't know, maybe my grandmother had something like this when I was a child. It was $3.99. It was missing the pendulum and the whole back of it was broke off. These, I wasn't sure what they were. Definitely not my style, but they're $2.99 each. I found some beautiful wall sconces. Well, beautiful to me. I know that's very subjective. Last time I was here, so I had to look for it. This frame, this was a really nice frame. I actually don't mind the picture in it either. I don't know that I would keep it, but for $2.99, this is a nice, solid frame. I'm going to go ahead and grab this. And then I found a matching one, a little boy. Tell me, what can I just rip all this backing off? How am I going to change the picture out if I want to change the picture out? I don't think I've ever bought a frame like this with artwork that I wasn't sure I was going to keep. I'm going to grab them. You tell me if you're experienced in that, if I can just rip it off, or am I going to ruin the whole frame? I don't think I will. This particular location at Goodwill always seems to have a lot of dishes. Like, I don't know, that was a table setting of 8. They were taped together, so like $4.99 for 8 plates. I thought that was a great deal, and they were nice. I'm also kind of on the hunt for some candle holders. These were $1.99 each. I don't know if I want glass, but they were pretty. I went ahead and passed on them. And I have to really stop myself sometimes because I have a true love of all things older. Oh my gosh, this decanter was beautiful. It was $3.99. I'll probably never ever use it for anything, but I thought it was pretty. And then I found this one. It's smaller, but I liked this one even more. I think this one was $4.99. But I went ahead and passed on it because I was like, what am I going to do? What are you going to do with that, Jody? You've taken so many bags of donations to Goodwill to get things out of your house. Don't be pulling things in that you're not sure you're going to use. I thought this little canister set was cute. Definitely not something I'm going to grab. But I'm glad I was looking at it because then I saw down at the bottom this little thing, $3.99. I don't know about the feet. They're like little duck feet. But the leaves on it looked fairly realistic. I might be able to use this in my kitchen and be able to clean that little pot up. I looked at a lot more things, but I'm just showing you some things that kind of caught my eye. I thought this was pretty. I can't remember how much it was. $3.99 maybe? $4.99. I'm not grabbing it, but I thought it was pretty. I don't have any large vases, so I was considering that, but I did not grab it. But these, somebody bought these while I was in here. Man, you can find some good things. Not my style, but they were $14.99 each and probably had just come in. For bar stools, $60 for 4 bar stools. That's a pretty dang good price if they were in great condition, if they match your aesthetic. So I bought the little pot with the duck feet, and I'm going to see, it's a little tarnished. I just put some Barkeeper's Friend in the sink, and, you know, I'm just making a little paste with it and see if I can get this cleaned up a little bit so it has a nice, beautiful brass look to it again. I have a lot of brass in my house, and I really love it. So I'm just going to see if I can get this cleaned up and possibly use this in the kitchen. I did wipe down all the leaves as well, which was a little tedious. This actually was a really clean piece, although it was a little tarnished, but it didn't like have any dust or anything on the leaves. I was kind of surprised. Sometimes when I buy things from the thrift stores, they can be quite dusty if they've been sitting there for a while. But this piece was really, really clean. And I was very happy with how easy it was to clean up the tarnished brass and just make it look all shiny and new again. So this is what it looked like when I first brought it home. Not terribly tarnished, but definitely I knew it could be a little shinier. And now it's nice and shiny. And I figure if the duck feet really bother me that much, I can just probably remove them. All right, now we're on this side of my kitchen. Yes, I still have all of this stuff over here from Christmas. I was trying to leave it up for a little while, because it was winter and like the hot cocoa station. I didn't have the full hot cocoa station up, but I need to get rid of it. It's just been bothering me. My husband got these 2 huge jars of hard candy as a gift from one of his customers. I'm not going to keep all of it. I'm pretty much the only one in the house that eats hard candy. The girls will every once in a while. I just kept some of my favorites and I just threw out the rest, and I'm going to just recycle the glass containers and get rid of these. And then we had a little bit left on the candy station. Still have some candy canes and things. So I'm just going to put those all in the candy drawer. And it's time to pull the hot cocoa station down. And the marshmallow bin was still filled with marshmallows that are now hard as a rock. So those poor marshmallows got wasted. But my girls did clean out all of the cocoa. I had that baby filled. They used every last bit of it. So I'm going to get these all washed up and stored in the basement with my Christmas decor. All right, so here's what I did because I've been so dang wishy-washy about these kitchen cabinets. Honestly, because I didn't want to ruin them and because it is so much work to paint or redo your kitchen cabinets. And I have quoted hiring it out, and it is outrageously expensive. For the price it would cost me to get these professionally painted, I might as well get new dang kitchen cabinets, which I'm not going to do. So I went on Fiverr. Oh my gosh, you can hire somebody to do a 3D rendering. And I told the Fiverr artist kind of what I was looking for. There were some limitations of things he wasn't able to do. But let me show you this picture. Ignore the green backsplash because I wouldn't do that. But painting the upper cabinets white only around my sink area and leaving the rest either as they are or staining them darker is the way I think I'm going to go. Just getting those upper cabinets a lighter color, I feel like really brightens up the kitchen, and everybody in my family loved that picture. And of course, I was watching YouTube and a kitchen transformation popped up. Loving Life with Megan. I love her channel. She painted Friends, I think it was, kitchen cabinets using Beyond Paint, which I probably will not use Beyond Paint. But I was like, oh my gosh, look at how pretty that looks. So I thought, all right, Jody, just do the upper cabinets white and just see how you like it and just sit with it. And maybe you won't do anything to the lower cabinets. But I think, who knows, I could change my mind as I have 50 million times. I think that is what I'm going to do. And over the past year, I've watched so many tutorials. Like if there was somebody painting their kitchen, I probably watch it. So I think I have the products in mind that I want to use. And the plan for us this year is to I think I'm going to do new countertops this year. And I'm definitely getting a new sink and a new faucet. And then if I paint the upper cabinets, I think that's just going to totally transform my kitchen and just make it brighter, which is what I wanted. I love this little turntable that I got from Amazon to hold all the kitchen items that I use daily, and this beautiful painted rock that my grandmother painted. And now I'm going to do a little bit of decorating over here. I found I wanted a lamp underneath my kitchen cabinets for a long time. This is something that I grew up with. We always had a little lamp on it just warms the space up. So anyways, I found this cute little one at Target for $12, and I'm so happy. Some of the lamps that I've recently bought or lights that we've recently bought came with like a warm light, which I'm not a fan of warm lights. I like the daylight bulbs. But I kept those just in case I ever wanted one. I'm so glad I did because I didn't want a daylight bulb for this particular lamp. I wanted something a little bit more warm and cozy looking. And the girls and I did Target shopping like, I don't know, 6 weeks ago. So I've had this sitting in my basement where Tom likes to hang out, and it had cat hair on it. So I'm just getting the cat hair off. This is the very first wood cutting board I have ever owned. I'm going to use it as decor, but if I ever need it as a cutting board, I actually have it. I literally only have one cutting board in my house. Can you believe that? It's like a little white plastic one. I don't know. I just always use plates for my cutting boards when I need them. So now I have an actual wood cutting board. I'm going to use it here to cover the lamp. What is it called? What is it called? The plug. The plug. I got the cutting board from Hobby Lobby. I tried the tray. Look at this plant. Who remembers the kitchen video where this plant was on its deathbed? And y'all gave me some great advice. I pulled off all the dead leaves. It is thriving. I was going to put it over there, but it just didn't fit over there. It is so pretty. It used to fit over there, but it's grown so darn big. I'm so proud of that plant. It's my first ever live plant, and it looks so beautiful. All right, I got my little Goodwill find. I'm going to put that over here. And I got this cute little picture from Hobby Lobby that I was trying to incorporate over here, but it just didn't go right. So I didn't actually end up using the picture over here. And then when I was at Target I kept trying to figure out how to make this picture work over here, but it just was not going to work over here. So I finally just gave up on that. I found this in the dollar section at Target. It's a smaller turntable that's wood. And so I thought, let me try and see how I like that. And oh, look, there's Tom drinking out of Clark's water bowl. He has his own water, but he likes to drink out of Clark's water bowl. He used to get on his tiptoes and drink out of the big one, but now that Clark has a smaller one sitting here, he drinks out of that one. Okay, so this is what it looks like over here with the wood one, the wood turntable that I got from Target for $3. And this is what it looks like with the white one that I got from Amazon. I think I like the wood one better. Let me know what you want, which one you like better. And this is what it looks like at night with the light on. I think it looks so cute and cozy. I love it so, so much. I would love to hear anything that you are currently working on in your house. Definitely feel free to share that down in the comments if you would like to. And yes, I still have, this is 14 years old. It's the bottle drying rack that I got when we had Viviana. I'm finally getting rid of it, and I decided the plant will actually fit well over here. I've had the darn plant in my kitchen since it got cold out. It was outside in last summer, and it's just been kind of moved around in the kitchen. I've never really had a spot for it. I make sure it gets sunlight and all of that, and I just kind of like move it around, but I've never had a designated spot for it. I think it looks super cute right over there. And Clark's been sitting by my side while I've been decorating, so I thought I would show you him. Now, for all you plant lovers that know what you're doing with plants, this thing is just growing. Do I need to put it in a bigger pot? Will it continue growing? I'm not sure if I should repot it. Anyways, let me know. And then I could feel a little cat. Well, he's not little. He's big. He's like 23 pounds. Oh, hi, Thomas. How you doing? How you doing, Thomas? Well, hi. Come here. Do you come to see me? Hi. Hi, Thomas. Yes, Clark, I know. I get so jealous. Thomas needs love too. Leave him alone. I could feel Tom rubbing all over my legs. So I had to take a quick break and pet him. And then Clark always has to get in. He gets jealous when I give Tom love. I got this little, it's a mister and a watering can. It's just dang cute from the Hearth and Hand line at Target. Again, wasn't sure what I was going to do with it, but I knew I had one live plant that needed watering. And it doubles as super cute decor. So I'm just going to keep this right next to this beautiful plant. And funny enough, this has been in my kitchen, like I said, since, I don't know, October. And when I moved it over here, my husband goes, "Is that a real plant?" How dang cute is that? All right, I am almost finished with a little bit of minimal decorating in here. You can see I did move the pitcher over on that side. I was determined to use it somewhere in the kitchen. And I don't know if you noticed, but I got a new dang microwave. I bought a new microwave about 8 months ago. We had our first one that my mom had got us when my husband and I were first dating and got our first apartment. That baby lasted for about 27 years and finally broke. So I bought a new one, and guess what? It already broke. Oh my gosh. So I ended up getting this one from Walmart. It's part of the Drew Barrymore line. Not super happy that that one already broke after that few of months, but I do love the white one. All right, one more thing. I'm going to just add a little bit of spring touches to the kitchen, and we got a Donna Jean sighting.
Hello, OMG.
Great, thank you. I'm sure the people will be so happy now. She hasn't been hijacking my camera lately, which is unusual. So I was like, Donna Jean, the people want to see you. So there you go. There's Donna Jean. So I'm just putting together this little arrangement. I got this wicker vase from Hobby Lobby, and I got the florals from Amazon. I think they are super duper pretty. And Donna was actually taking Clark outside. She wanted to just play a little ball, and so I caught them on video. Clark's just kind of laying there watching her, and then she noticed me filming her. All right, I don't really have a ton of spring decor up anywhere, but I thought this gave just a little bit of spring touches to the kitchen. Kept my island fairly clear because my stove is on there, so I don't like to keep a lot of stuff on there. That's where I do most of my kitchen prep and things. But this is how that turned out. I think it looks so pretty. I'll link anything I can link down in the description box as well. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. I appreciate you. I hope it inspired you. If you have a space that looked like this in your house that you wanted to get cleaned up and organized, and now I feel so much better. My kitchen is cleared off. I think this is the most minimal my kitchen has ever looked, which I am not going for a minimalistic look, but I love the way my kitchen turned out. Changed up a few things. I got my little pitcher up, my new fruit bowl, my plant sitting over here. I just love how this turned out over here, and I love how this area turned out next to the sink as well. It looks so dang, just to me, so cute and so just cozy and welcoming. And the kitchen is definitely a spot we spend a ton of time in, so I just wanted it to feel good, and I feel like I accomplished that today. Thanks again so much for spending some time with me. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. I appreciate you so much. I'm going to see you again next week. Have a great day. Bye!